home. So how do we influence the child's mind? The child comes with some inbuilt abilities, but that is recognized as they grow, as they start stepping into number of years. You start to recognize that certain things are inbuilt, certain things you have to fill in their mind. You have to fill and make it as a character or a personality. So how do we do that? First, teach them what is empathy. Learn to respect your neighbors, learn to respect your family and friends. How does that come? If the parent takes that step, or the adults at home, or the senior citizens at home take that step, the child will also get the same influence. So empathy is very important. If you don't connect, so for example, you see someone is struggling, an old man is struggling with something, and you are not ready to go forward and ask what is the problem. I saw a very very nice video in the Insta. Actually, there was a guy who was carrying the whole sum of fruits in his hand, and the cover, of course, due to its heavy weight, broke. It tore apart. The cover was torn, and the entire fruits just fell on the ground. It was on the ground, whether it's apples or orange or whatever. So the guy started to pick up all his things, but he didn't have anything to put it in back. There were no baskets or there was no extra cover there. So he was just holding it in his hand. And one of the kid was walking along with the mother in the park, in the footpath actually, the side. The kid came running to help the guy. That is empathy. He understood that this fruits have fallen down. The mother has taught him those values. The parents have taught him, of course, both the parents. So the child understood that he needs the help. The fruits have fallen down. So as the child approached the man, there were other kids who were around him, left their parents and came and helped the man out. That is empathy. That is needed here.
Yeah.
Not bullying, not feeding negative things and influencing the child's mind. That will reflect in their schools and colleges. They do the same thing. They do it around their neighbors. They do it around their friends. Don't do that. So instead of that, let us, if we could add good values in them through stories, talk about their religious books, what they follow, whether it's Christianity or Hinduism or Muslims. They have their religious books. There are a number of stories in that which talks about values. Yeah. So read that to them, make it a habit of reading it while sleeping. That remains in their subconscious mind. That will help them to think subconsciously. So they will know that what is good and what is bad eventually. Now the one who has grown up and want to change, yes, it's a little tedious, but that comes with a little more practice. So I personally recommend that if we could start from home to teach them, that will come as their personality also. So
yeah, very good.
Positive values comes. Of course, schools also teaches them. There are a number of value education which is being taught in today's schools. That will make the child think, okay, problems come in our lives, rather than giving up and saying that I can't do. So let us work towards it and find the solution. So whenever I face problems, I try to find the solution rather than doing a blame game or rather than finding excuse. So that will also reflect on the child's development. Like, okay, we have to find the solution. So when I take him to, when I see problems in the news or when we read anything there is a problem, I ask my son, like, okay, how do you do it? What are the steps you will take? So it might not be appropriate, but he's trying at his age. That is important. So interacting with the child is very important, and as well as with the students. They also have amazing, thought process, which very unfortunately we sabotage it in the name of hierarchies or